guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is the first time you're seeing me. I'm gonna be creating this beautiful makeup look that is in honor of Pride Month. So June is Pride Month, and if you don't know what Pride Month is, it is supporting the LGBT community, and I am a 100% supporter of it. I have friends that are part of the LGBT community. I have family members that are part of it as well. Just because I am not LGBT doesn't mean I can't support it. So if you're interested to see how I created this look, grab your makeup brushes, grab your palette, and let's create. I'm already like burning up. Okay, so for the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using, I'm going to be going in with the James Charles mini palette. I don't know, I think it's just called the James Charles palette, but this is the mini palette, and it is literally the exact same as the original. It's just smaller. So I'm excited. But before I start creating this eyeshadow look, I need to conceal my eyes. That way the eyeshadow is able to pop and really stick out. So typically I start off with using a concealer to prime my eyes, but in today's video, I'm going to go in with the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk to set my eyes. The reason why I'm going in with this white liner and not my concealer is because I want the colors to really pop and stick out, and by me applying a white cream base will really emphasize those colors and make them pop out even more than what they would with a concealer. And then I'm just gonna go in with my finger to blend it out. So now I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush and Flashback from the James Charles palette, and then set that cream eyeliner. I'm using tapping motions to go in and set that concealer or that liner or whatever you want to call it, because I've noticed if I use windshield wiper motions, it kind of moves the product around. So I'm going in with tapping motions to really set that base. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in and start my eyeshadow. I'm wanting to recreate Jamie Genevieve's like Pride colorful rainbow makeup look. I don't know what you want to call it. I am obsessed with this, and with it being June, I want to do something for Pride Month. So yeah, I'm wanting to create a diffused rainbow look on my eye and use my entire lid space for this, kind of how Jamie Genevieve did in her rainbow look. And I think I'm gonna go in and start on the inner part of the eye and really diffuse it out. I'm trying to think of the best way to go about it. I'm trying to decide if I want to go on the inner corner and then work my way to the outer, or do the reverse. My guessing is she started with the outer corner and then worked her way in, and then she did the purple on the under part of her lash line.
One eternity later.
Okay, so I think I have an idea of how I'm gonna go about this. I think I'm gonna start off with You're Kidding on a small fluffy brush and work that shadow in the crease of my lid. I think this look is more of a blended look instead of more of precision look. So I feel like in her photo, she probably used a lot of blending brushes instead of like a precision brush to really create the diffused look. So I want to try to recreate that by using similar brushes. I watched her TikTok on how she created this look, but I don't know if she filmed it on her YouTube channel. I'm going to be completely honest with you. But with my deductive, is that the right word? My deductive reasoning, I'm thinking she went in with fluffy crease brushes and created the look that way. Okay, so I'm wanting to go ahead and blend that brow out, and to do that I'm going to go in with B and my Morphe M321 brush and place it on the brow bone and blend out that red. Okay, so once I get those shadows placed how I want it, I'm gonna go in and start on my inner part of the eye. Since I'm using the same yellow to do that, I'm just going in with that B shadow and same brush and just working on the inner corner. So now I'm gonna go in with 518 and a flat shader brush and just place that shadow on the middle part of the lid. Now I'm just going to go in with Rusted and that same flat shader brush and blend the orange into the red shadows. Okay, you guys, I learned something. So by me going in with a flat definer brush, it allows me to really pack on that color, and it allows me to really get those shadows to pop how I'm wanting. Because if you take a look at this eye and then look at this eye. So this is the eye that I originally started with, obviously. So I mapped out the eyeshadow like I did here, but you can kind of tell how like it's super faded and it's not vibrant at all. Whereas these shadows shadows are super bright, super vibrant. They pop compared to this eye where it's super dull. So pro tip, if you're wanting your eyeshadow to pop, use a flat definer brush and go over the shadow. That way you can really peck on that shadow and make it pop. My back hurts so bad, you guys. So we decided to go to the beach on Sunday and we got so sunburned. So apparently the UV rays were super bright or super, I don't know, vibrant, and it was overcast. So me, Devin, and Devin's brother got really burnt, and my back hurts. Like I feel like I have needles scraping down my back every like 5 seconds. It sucks so bad. I've been exposed to the sun numerous times. I've been out and I've not worn sunscreen before and I've been fine, but not this time. I lifeguarded for 4 years. I've never been this burnt. I probably have, I just don't remember, but y'all, it's pretty bad. It hurts. And I've applied aloe like every single night to kind of soothe the pain, and it's not helping. I can't sleep on my back. It hurts to wear my bra. I feel like an old lady. And I'm pretty sure everyone at work is already tired of me complaining about my back and how bad it hurts, because it's like every 5 seconds I'm complaining about it. But you guys, I'm in pain. But the beach was super fun. I love living close to the beach, you guys. I love being able to hop in my car and just drive down to the beach. We live about 2 hours out from the Florida beaches, which is not a bad drive. That's what we would drive to go to Gatlinburg if we wanted to spend the day in Gatlinburg, so it's not too bad. I could literally live at the beach and be happy. I am such a water bug. I honestly think in my past life I was a mermaid, just saying, because I love the water, I love the ocean, I love everything about the ocean, I love everything about the water. So I think I was a mermaid in my past life, you guys. Like, I'm convinced. And if you say mermaids aren't real, you're lying. They're real. Just throwing that out there, and you can't tell me otherwise, because I'm not gonna believe you. If you don't believe in mermaids but you believe in aliens, keep your opinions to yourself, please. And if you don't believe in mermaids or aliens, still keep your opinions to yourself, because I don't want to hear it. But if you do believe in mermaids, comment down below and let me know. Like, honestly, I love the thought of like sirens and just like life in the ocean. Like, I think it's so cool. And then watching it in movies and like the thought of like how the sirens used to lure the sailors to their death by their voices, and they were like the most beautiful creatures in the world with like the prettiest voices. Isn't that like so cool? To me, it's cool. I think that's so cool and so fascinating, and honestly, I love it. Now I'm just gonna go in with that same blending brush that we started off with and blend everything out. Don't worry about the shadow if it's like super far out there. We're gonna eventually clean it up, and plus this eyeshadow look is super diffused, so it's gonna be out there anyway, but we'll eventually clean it up. Okay, so I'm gonna take a break from my eyeshadow for a second and then transition into doing my face. I'm gonna start off with priming my face. I am using the Milani Prime Shield primer, just placing that all over my face. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in and conceal my under eyes and then some of my acne spots. To do that, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild light medium beige concealer. It's their photo focus concealer. I love it. Hang on. I like it. I don't love it. It's an okay concealer. It's not terrible. It gets the job done. It's just not my favorite. But I'm just going over my little acne spots that I have that are darker that my foundation might not hide, and then I'm gonna go over my under eyes as well. And then I'm just gonna go in with my beauty sponge and blend it all out. Now I'm gonna go in with my favorite foundation, which is the Photo Focus foundation by Wet n Wild in the shade Bronzy Beige, and just apply my foundation. And then to blend out my foundation, I am just using my foundation brush by IT Cosmetics. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in and cream contour my face. To do that, I'm gonna go in with my Fit Me foundation stick in the shade Toffee and then a round kabuki brush and just place that underneath my cheekbone. And I'm going to be using stippling motions to do this. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my concealer and conceal my under eyes and brighten up my face just a little. I am going in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Light Sand to do this. I'm placing it under my eyes, and I have to work pretty fast with this concealer because it does dry quickly. So time is of the essence, you guys. I'm gonna place that concealer on the bridge of my nose. above my cupid's bow, and then I'm going to take the remainder and place it on my chin. I'm also going to use the remainder to carve out my brows and to carve out that contour as well. Now I'm going to go in with my Coty Airspun and set my foundation and concealer, and I am just using a fluffy brush to do that. So now we're going to stop there for right now, and we're going to go back to our eyes. So I'm going to finish the bottom lower lash line. So I'm going to start off with the shade Single and my Sonia Kashuk brush and place that on the lower lash line. And I am going to connect that to the red shadow. Now I'm going to go in with Playground and an e.l.f. crease brush and place it on the center of the lower lash line. I am mixing that shadow with a little bit of white to lighten it up just a little. So now I'm going to go in with Social Blade and a small precision brush and place that shadow on the inner corner of the bottom lash line. So now I'm just going in with that red shadow and blending that shadow out and trying to diffuse it. So I'm going back in with that same blending brush and bringing that shadow outward and then slowly building the pink into it and then bringing it up to my brow. I'm actually going to add a little bit of the burnt orange into it as well. And then I'm going to go in with that same blending brush that we started with and diffuse the outer part of that shadow and also diffuse the bottom lid as well. And now I'm going to go in with that same Morphe M321 brush and that yellow shadow and blend it and blend it and blend it up just a little. So I'm just going in with those shadows from before and really rounding out my eye. Then I'm eventually going back in and blending them out. That way they diffuse out and smoke out. So if it looks a little crazy right now, it's okay. It's supposed to. So I'm just going back in with that blending brush that we started off with and blending those shadows out so it diffuses out. And I also did dip into the white shadow. That way it helps it blend a little bit easier. Now I'm going back in with that jumbo liner and lining my eyes. I'm just placing that liner on the waterline. Now I'm just going in and curling my lashes to prepare them for mascara. And then for mascara, I'm going to be using my Bad Girl Bang Mascara by Benefit. Then for lashes, I'm using the House of Lashes Premier Collection in Iconic. So now let's go in and finish our face. For bronzer, I'm using the Milani Silky Matte in the shade Suntan Bronzer. I've never tried this bronzer before and I'm excited to try it. Milani has great products and everything that I've tried so far I've loved. I love their foundation. It's super full coverage. It just doesn't work with my skin. It breaks me out, but the coverage is beautiful. So I'm really excited to see how I like this bronzer. Now I'm going in with a small angle brush to contour my nose. Okay, so my initial thoughts of this bronzer, it is beautiful. I love that it is super cool toned and it's not very warm toned at all. I feel like it's hard to find a good drugstore bronzer that isn't super warm tone, but y'all, this bronzer is beautiful. It gives me enough warmth to my face and darkens up my face just a little, but not making me completely orange. So if you're looking for a good drugstore bronzer, right now, my final thoughts of this bronzer, it's beautiful. I don't know if it will last all day, but I'm sure it will. But as of right now, I love it and I think it is beautiful. Now I'm gonna go in with my blush just to give my skin a little bit more color, as it needs any more color. But I'm gonna go in with my Amazonian clay in the shade Vibrant by Tarte, and then just a stippling brush and press that onto my cheeks. So I'm looking to buy a new lens for my camera because I want, like, my lens now that I use is a good lens, but I'm wanting to invest into my filming setup. So if you know of a good lens to film with that can really pick up color, leave a comment down below. I know some of the people that watch my videos also have channels as well, so let me know down below what kind of camera you film with and also what kind of lens you use. I go back and forth between using my Canon, the one that I'm filming on now, my Sony, the one that I vlog with, and then my phone. The video where I went home, I filmed on my phone. So my video where I went home, I filmed on my phone and I liked the brightness and the sharpness of it. So, but I can't film a makeup video on my phone because it would take up my entire space. So if you know of a good lens, leave a comment down below and let me know. Now I'm gonna go in and highlight my face. To do that, I'm gonna go in with my Moon Glow by NYX and just a fluffy crease brush and highlight my cupid's bow, my chin, the apples on my cheeks, the bridge of my nose, and then the tipples of my forehead. Now I'm gonna go in and finish my lips and then we're done. So I'm gonna first start off by lining my lips. To do that, I'm using the NYX lip pencil in the shade Natural, and I'm going in and lining my lips. And then for lipstick, I'm going in with the Morphe liquid lipstick in the shade Virgin and applying that all over my lips. And then I'm just topping it off with Boho by Morphe. And that completes this look. I absolutely love how this look turned out. It is super vibrant, it's super colorful, and to me it describes Pride Month. It is perfectly imperfect and I love it. I believe makeup has no rules and you can go out of the line and still be creative. I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. That way you get notified every time I upload a video. If you liked this video and you want to see more videos like this, make sure to hit that like button and let me know. And if you have any recommendations on what kind of videos that you'd like to see next, leave a comment down below and let me know. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys!